complementing what Katia and I spoke about with the Jane Goodall Institute, because we know that there's some folks that are still here and it's overlapping a little bit. What we thought would be really cool is if we could, as a group, have a dialogue about issues that you're concerned about, and we can talk about work and solutions that we do with Roots and Shoots, and I'm sure David can contribute with the work that he does with Sierra Student Coalition. So I'd like to see a show of hands first. We'll do a yes or no. How many of you are concerned with at least one issue that we're facing in our world today? I'm really surprised that every single one of you has your hand up. What are some issues that we experience in our world today? Global warming. What else? War. What else? Endangered species. Economy. Famine. Pollution. What else? Overpopulation. Terrorism. What else? Water. Water what? Water shortage. Water pollution. Conflict over water. What else?
Safety.
What's that?
Safety.
Safety. Intensive farming. That's one of mine. What else? There's more. I guarantee you there's an issue in our planet for every single person in this room.
Sustainable farming.
Sustainable farming. Education. A lot, right? A lot. What's back there? Illegal logging. How about that? Woo! Okay, so what are the things that we can offer to help curb these problems, to lessen them, to solve them? Yeah.
Make people aware.
Make people aware. How do we make people aware?
Just by what they're doing now.
Just by what we're doing now. Okay, that's one example. How about more? Spreading the word. How do we spread the word? Advertisements. Okay. What else? Word of mouth. Ooh, that's a good one. Stories. Stories, right? The internet. What else? What's that? Marketing. Yeah.
Investigating, find out who's doing it.
Research. Remember knowledge, action, knowledge, compassion, action? That's our first step for Roots and Shoots. How else do we solve problems? We just said messaging, communications, and telling stories.
Go to your local leaders or governor.
Public policy, talking to your leaders, the people that are making decisions about our communities.
I like setting a good example and just doing it.
Setting a good example and doing it. So, how many of you think you're going to remember your reusable cup that you're all getting? How many of you are going to commit to remembering your reusable cup? That's good. 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 That's exactly a really good example. What are some other ways? There's tons of ways.
Accountability.
Accountability. What else? Negotiations. What kind of negotiations? Not sure. Okay. Is that negotiations within the United States or outside the United States? Both. Okay. What else? What's that? Bargain? Sorry, you gotta yell it. What was it?
You said bargaining.
Bargaining? What else? Come on, I know it's out there.
Can you repeat the question?
The question, well, we listed a whole laundry list of issues in our world, right?
Right.
So what are skills and talents and ways that we can go about curbing those issues? Yep, right there.
Protesting,
Protesting, awesome. Activism.
researching.
Yeah. Researching.
Obviously through education.
Obviously through education. Yeah, we talked a little bit about that with messaging and getting the word out and that sort of thing, but also through formal important. Really, really important. And really, really interesting things are being done with how we spend our money, especially universities. How many of you know what a revolving loan fund is? Anybody? It's this really cool thing that I just learned about at the PowerShip conference, where universities are setting aside even just a fraction of their endowments to provide capital to groups on university campuses to implement sustainability projects. So say on your campus you still use incandescent bulbs. How do we change them over to fluorescent bulbs? We buy them. How do we buy them?
In bulk.
What's that? In bulk. But what do we need to buy them?
Money.
Money, right. Where does that money come from?
Donations.
Fundraising, yeah. We gotta make it materialize out of nowhere. Well, a revolving loan fund takes money that already exists and provides that capital to buy those bulbs, and campuses make the money back. They pay the loan back by the savings, by the efficiency, the increased efficiency of those bulbs. It's awesome. Campuses are making money on sustainability because of these things. So there's tons of creative ways that we can be smart with the way that we use money.
But where's the money coming from? Is it cutting the budget somewhere else?
It's usually from the school's endowment. So it's not cutting the money. It's using money that's invested somewhere and investing it into projects on the campus that are going to make money back for the school. Yeah. Sure. How many of you know what the sustainability report card is? Any of you? greenreportcard.org, I think it is. Really, really cool website. Check out Kingsborough Community College on there. See what your sustainability report card score is. I know my alma mater, the College of Worcester, got a C-. So I'm working right now with my alma mater to get their score raised.
How do you score? I don't know. Like, I know something. But, so the
Yeah. Yeah.
About the last one that you said, that you probably won't.
Yeah.
So it won't cut on anything else, it won't raise anything else, it won't cut anything else. So how does school with the budget cuts if they have money left over?
It's not, and a school's endowment is money that the Board of Trustees takes care of, that is invested in companies all over, and that the activity of those companies provides money back to the university. And that money that comes back is what funds the school. It provides the operating budget to the school. So what it does is takes, instead of investing a percentage of that money into an outside company, it invests it into a project on campus so that ultimately it'll make money back. With the example with an incandescent bulb, I probably didn't explain it well enough, but when you replace an incandescent bulb with a fluorescent bulb, you're getting almost 9 times efficiency out of a fluorescent bulb over higher efficiency over an incandescent bulb. So that costs less money in energy costs. So because the campus is paying less money for the incandescent or the fluorescent bulb over the incandescent bulb, all of those savings are coming back to the school, and that's how the loan is paid back.
Will that help with like paper also? Because they say colleges use a lot of paper, so how would that help with paper?
With paper, it may be a situation where I know on a lot of campuses, they contract their copy machines and printers out with an outside company, and those outside companies stipulate what type of paper you're allowed to use. So it might be investing in copy machines and printers that can take recycled paper, something like that, or are easier to print double-sided. So it might be for something like that. And a lot of campuses can't use recycled paper because it's more expensive. So it might be helping to offset the cost of that as well. The key is really thinking about projects that are going to provide higher efficiency and therefore savings for the school. So, yeah.
You talk about briefly the problem of balancing trying to save money and trying to save the environment at the same time. That's cost more, but
Yeah.
what do? You want to...
Yeah. It's a perennial problem, and I will just go back to the human brain.